Dear viewers, welcome to a new episode of our program. Today I'll be talking about apples, and we want to see whether the proverb "an apple a day keeps the doctor away" stands correct. Of course, apples grow on trees, and they've been cultivated thousands of years ago, starting in Central Asia and moving to Europe and the Americas. 80 million tons of apples are produced annually, half of which come from China, again, Central Asia. There are around 7,500 varieties of apples. That was really shocking when I read about that, because we know a few. We know it comes in different colors, in different sizes, different flavors, but 7,500 is really wow. They can be grown from seeds, which yields bigger trees, or they can be grafted and this yields smaller trees. They can have all these varieties targeted towards either eating, cooking, or producing cider. So this is where apples come from. Again, the Welsh proverb says, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." Is it true? It turns out it's very true. Apples have a lot of health benefits that are beyond our grasp. Actually, apples, they're very rich in antioxidants. There are studies that look at different fruits, vegetables, and different foods, and they measure the concentration of antioxidants, and they found out that apples, two varieties of apple, Red Delicious and Granny Smith, rank 12 and 13 from a scale of 100 foods, which really is very, very powerful. And when we say antioxidants, we mean these chemicals or active ingredients that protect against cancer, a lot of other chronic disease like diabetes, like hypertension. So the benefits are really enormous. Make sure you eat apples always, but please stay tuned to know more about these benefits. Dear viewers, welcome to the second segment of our program, and today we're talking about the health benefits of apples. So if you grab an apple, bite it, chew it, it's very healthy for your teeth. Biting apples and chewing them would help stimulate saliva, and when saliva is there, you're reducing the bacteria that controls or affects your dental caries. So it's very good for your oral health, for your gums and your teeth. Apples also turns out to help reduce chances of getting your cataract by 5 to 15%, depending on how many apples you're consuming and other health conditions you have. Apples as well have a lot of fiber. So this is where it helps on a completely different level for dieting. If you are a dieter or you are controlling your weight, apple is the fruit of choice. It has fiber, pectin namely, and we know that fiber should be consumed in a range of 25 grams per day to 38 grams per day, depending on your total caloric intake. So it differs a little between men and women, athletes and non-athletes. So if you're eating an apple, you make sure you're having a lot of the fiber that is required to suppress your appetite and reduce your craving to other foods. What's beautiful about apples compared to many other foods, that it is portable. It's easy to move around. It does not need a lot of refrigeration, so that makes it a perfect emergency snack. You can grab it on the way out, you can have it in your car without worrying that it's turning bad or it will rotten. It can be an excellent office staple. You can take some and leave them in your office without worrying about it. Whenever you feel like snacking, you can have them. It's an excellent dessert fix for dieters. If you crave something sweet, grab an apple. It will give you enough sugar to suppress your appetite and cut back on your craving, yet it's low in calories. An apple, 100 grams of apple would give you around 53 calories. But let's be realistic. 100 apple would be really, really small. So if we go by our average consumption, it would be around 200. You'll be having 100 calories from an apple. So you can have it once, twice, or even 3 times a day, and you're still on the safe side in weight management. Therefore, again, make sure apples are there at home because they are not seasonal. You'll find them around the year, especially in our country here in Kuwait. So you can have them at any time and they will not obstruct your diet or change it in any other way. Please stay tuned to know more about apples. Dear viewers, welcome to the third segment of our episode, and today we're talking about apples and their health benefits. Again, one of the features or the good things about apple that it can be consumed in a variety of ways. We can either have it raw or we can have it cooked or in different formats. So in this segment, I'll walk you through different ways of consuming or preparing the apples. Of course, you can just eat an apple as it is, but it's not very exciting to have it that way. So you can add it to salad. You can just chop it, either thinly sliced or just dice it and add it to your salad. It will give you a nice flavor, tart and sweet at the same time. You can add it to your oatmeal. That would be a great thing if you really chop your apples and have them raw with your oatmeals. The right crunch with the creaminess of the oatmeal, it will be really a nice combination for you to start your day with. Also, you can have the apples baked. They go really good with chicken. So if you have a foil, have the chicken and chopped apples, season it with any seasoning you like. What works for the chicken will work for the apple as well. Cover it and bake it in the oven. It will be a really delicious meal. Also, you can have it dehydrated. There are certain machines or special machines that will really help dehydrate the apple. Of course, you have to chop it thinly and they become something similar in nature to nachos. So they have this crunch and you can have them with whatever topping you like. You can have a dip of peanut butter, for example. If you're not really dieting, you can have it. If you're dieting, you can have it in a smaller amount because it has the same good healthy fats that we want from peanut butters. One other recipe that sounds nice and people who tried it, they like it. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe you can try it. Just chop the apples thinly, add 1 can, and this is what's making me reluctant of using it, a diet soda. Of course, no calories, but they're not that great from a health perspective, but you can add this soda and add a little bit cinnamon and bake them in the oven for 45 minutes at 375 degrees. And those who really prepared it, they said it's a tasty snack. So it's low in calorie, but again, diet soda is not your best option. Now, we've said that apples are really healthy and they have a lot of health benefits and they are excellent for dieters, but we have to also give some words of caution for those, although it's not a very common practice, for those who swallow or eat the apple seed. Apple seeds have cyanide, and cyanide is a powerful poison. So make sure you do not consume a lot of the apple seeds. And those who give you recipes that have the apple seeds, reconsider. Always when we were young, our parents used to tell us not to swallow it. Now I know the reason why we should not swallow it. Also, we said it's very good for the oral health, but remember that the apple is an acidic fruit. So according to King's College researchers, they say you can snack on an apple, but make sure you brush your teeth because you don't want this too much acidity, or have it with a meal where it balances it out. Now you know all the health benefits of apple. Bon appetit, enjoy your apples and make sure you have them on a daily basis. Thank you and hope to see you again.